Alrighty. Howdy, folks. Welcome back for our annual Valentine's tradition that we seem to have kind of just been doing around here. Where we do a visual novel every Valentine's Day. I'd originally thought that that Date Everything game came out yesterday. I don't know where I'd heard that that was the case, but that is not the case. It doesn't come out until like June. So I'm not doing that one. Maybe not. Maybe that one will be next year. So I had to go look around and try to find a little visual novel that wasn't too incredibly long to go dive ourselves into. And I found this one, which is this one called Intertwine. It was on itch.io. And has a lot of really good reviews and comments on it. People seem to like it, and it's not crazy long. It's just like a couple hours long, it sounds like. And the art was really pretty. And also a lot of people said the music was really good. So I am here for it. So I've just launched it up, and this is what it greeted me with here. Do you believe in soulmates? Yeah, sure, to some extent. Really? That's surprising. What? No, don't be offended. Me? Maybe if it's you. Red string of fate. Okay, I dig the music already. Sometimes I get this feeling like I'm searching for something. I explain. Something magnetic. No, that's not it. Warm? No. Something... Ugh, no use. That feeling again. What is that? Come on, sweetie, come on. Coming, Mom. Real little mama's boy. I joined her as we headed home for the day. You have to call me sweetie so loud. I'm 16. I'm your mother. Can't I show my own son I love him? You can. It's so embarrassing. Can you show it more quietly? What was that? Nothing. Those grass stains in the back of your shirt. Were you laying on the ground again? Yes. You and your dad, just the same, you two. Always with your head in the clouds. Here she goes again. What are you even thinking about at your age? Don't tell me you're in love. Love? As if. Wow, sounding pretty defensive. Mom, please. People passed by, their silhouettes illuminated by a lavender haze, as early dusk settled over the town. The busy clamor of the workday faded into a quiet murmur. What is it about this time of day that makes me think so much? Like about that feeling. I'd do anything to know what that was, what I was searching for. Oof! It happened almost too fast for me to process. A bump against my shoulder. An inexplicable tug like a string pulled taut. And a voice clear and true like a siren's call. Sorry! Who? But they were gone. And before I could register how crazy it was, I was chasing after them. Vaughn? I ran down the street, pulled by an invisible string. Wait, come back. My body was no longer my own. It was possessed by a singular thought. Who was that? And that sensation. What was that? Thoughts swirled in my head, a chaotic jumble of questions only made worse by the growing crowd. Left, right, forward, backward. Where was I running? Why was I running? I didn't have the answers. I only hoped that invisible force guiding me would be my compass. Steer me in the one direction I needed to go to find them. Oh, hey, Steph. But with each passing moment, its pull grew weaker and weaker. Where? Vaughn! I turned to see Mom gripping my wrist in bewilderment. What are you doing? That's dangerous. You can't just go running off like that. We just moved here. I wouldn't know what to do if you got lost. But that person, where did they go? I didn't even get the chance to see what they look like or get their name. Foreign feeling filled me as I stared into the busy street, a mixture of emptiness, longing, pain. Well, I'd never experienced it before. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was heartbreak. Oh. Yeah, it seems to be, yeah. That seems to be what we're going for here with the theming of this one. Jeez, that hurt. Hope that guy's okay, though. He probably thinks I'm so rude, ramming into him and running off. Oh, well, no point lingering on it now. I rushed onwards. I was so late for this interview. As I pulled my phone out just to see how late I was, I realized I was nowhere to be found. It was nowhere to be found. No way! You've got to be kidding me. When did I lose it? Did I forget it at home? School? I definitely had it on me today, so when? Oof. Sorry. Don't tell me I dropped it then. There's no way I could go back and get it now. I could hardly remember the specific area we ran into each other. And by now, with how busy the city got at this time, it's probably been trampled on or kicked into a gutter somewhere. Great. Just great. I continued running to my interview, cursing my bad luck the entire way. Ugh, what a hassle. It wasn't enough for me to bomb that interview, I just had to lose my phone, too. I pulled out my new replacement phone to set it up. Damn, you just got replacement phones just on offer? No big deal. Welcome to your new phone. My name is Alexis, and I'll be assisting you with setting everything up. In order for me to best assist you, it'd be helpful for me to know how to refer to you. Please input your preferred name here. Yeah, right, Alexis. Let's see. Steph, you got a good name? Let's see here. Skimbleshanks. I'm for it. Let's go. Seems you go by Skimbleshanks. Sure. Oh my god, our little icon is a little fucking like Sanrio penguin. It's a pleasure to meet you, Skimbleshanks. Let's see. Well, it is little cat Skimbleshanks a he, her, she, her, they, them. He's a little boy, okay. Sure. Choosing your avatar. Oh my god, they're all like little. These are all Sanrio characters. And I mainly know that because a couple of streamers I watch have been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure recently. I think we gotta go with. Well, I mean, we'll be a cute little dog. Can't remember the dog's name. Let's see. Please type a message to test your icon. Woof. No click that. Doggo.is. Sure, it'll be a cute doggo. Hey, how you doing so far, so good? Good to see him.
Less is good.
That was a great interpretation AI voice thing. Let's go. Finally, I flopped into my bed completely exhausted by today's events. Hopefully a good night's rest would make me forget about it all. You know, I think since we made Skimbleshanks a he/him, I think that means that, at least from the way that it seemed like Vaughn was, I think we might be having a yaoi visual novel today. Interesting. All right, let's go. Yaoi hours. Wait! Don't take him away! Skimbleshanks. Damn, I wonder what that name said. That was very hard to decipher behind all that glitch text. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side. But they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough, cold prison floor. Dang, we're in fucking prison? Damn, what happened? No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again. But I was too slow, and the cell door clanged shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them to open, but like the guards, they held no response to my cry. Straight to jail. Oh, man. We decided we were gay and just... This really is a game for 2025. Oof. Oh, rip. Believe it or not. Jail. He yelled something back, but our growing distance muddled his words. As his silhouette faded into the shadows. Oh man, this like little violin track we got going on right now. Emotional. Oh, it was all a dream. Thank goodness. It was only dream, Jail. All good. Sweat clung to my shirt. Air entered my lungs in short breaths. Or not breaths, short bursts. Short bursts. Wow, okay. Chest ache with emptiness. The feeling of loss lingered in my body. Oh, that dream again. No matter how many times I had it, I could never shake the grip it had on me. Sorry, Senpai, we can't be together. My breasts, they're too short. No! Oh, jeez. All right. How many times has it been at this point? It started when I lost my phone in high school. Wait, are you saying like we've been having like weird jail dreams about a guy we bumped into on the street for like years? It's like everything had gone wrong. The interview, my phone, it topped it all off, that devastating dream. I groaned as I tried to fall asleep to no avail, as I did every time it visited me. Memories of a dream tugged at me until morning. Yeah, and lost our phone. That was the worst part. Everything in my life went wrong when I lost my phone in the street in high school. You know, you're probably right. For last night's dream, the remainder of my sleep had been restless, and I found myself in extra need of my morning coffee. Alvarez? The quiet rustle of bedsheets as the morning sun filters through thin curtains. Raku. The loneliness of a shadowy forest in the midst of a thundering storm. Fawn. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. Bro, we didn't even hold his hand. We like bumped into his shoulder. Come on. Since I was born, I've had a condition doctors call synesthesia. Oh boy. Oh boy. Used to people with this condition perceive multiple senses together, like seeing colors when they listen to music. Mine seems to be a particularly rare form where I feel names. Oh boy. Some names are soft and gentle, while others are harsh and demanding. When I was younger, it was distracting, but as I've grown older, I've gotten used to the sensations. Skill shades! What does our name feel like, huh? Skimbleshanks. Oh. After hearing my name, I went to retrieve my order. But as I reached for my coffee, someone else's hand almost ran into mine. Ah!
Sorry.
Oh no, he's hot! Horny from Skimble. Oh, this was a great choice of name for this game, then. No, that was my bad. I wasn't looking at where I was going. My drink's just... Tried to grab my order, but our hands kept threatening to collide. Oh, they're gonna touch. Sorry, mine's.
You go first.
Oh, he's got voice acting. Okay, I don't have to do him. Thanks. Now the threat of either of us running into each other was gone, we easily retreated. Does he have like freckles on his arms, like around his elbows?
How many people does it take to pick up a single coffee?
I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, I have freckles like that. Normally I'd say one, but it seems today I stand corrected.
I'm an exception then. And have a good day.
You too. Oh man, this is definitely some yaoi business we got going on here. I walked towards the cafe exit, but a familiar face popped into view once again.
I got it.
Oh my god, he held the door for me. Freckly weenus, yeah. That's the word. I was trying to remember what the word was. The bookstore is having a sale today. I should have time to drop by. There are a couple books I wanted to pick up, and Asher's birthday was coming up. I really like photography books, but I don't even know which ones are good. Man, I love how everybody else in this game has like total, like absolute anime soft boy names. And then we got Skimbleshanks. Oh man, we can't stop looking at this guy. Again? He's not following me, is he? As our eyes met, he glanced away as if unsure before walking faster. I slowed my own pace, relieved at the growing distance between us. He seems spooked, too, looks like he's not following me. Guess it was just a coincidence. But as I continued toward the bookstore, I realized it now seemed like I was the one following him. Oh, awkward! With each turn into a different street, my footsteps mirrored his, and inevitably, his uncertainty turned into outright wariness. Oh, jeez. With one last turn to a different street, he stopped and waited for me to catch up. Just kiss already. Listen, I'm not following you. I ended up blurting that out. Hopefully it doesn't make me look more suspicious. Don't worry, I'm not a murderer. So this isn't... You're not a fan? Fan? Why would I be a fan? Never mind. Does this guy have an OnlyFans? If you aren't following me, then why haven't I been able to shake you for the past 10 blocks? I'm trying to catch this book sale before work today. At the bookstore on 16th and Central. We're already in jail. Yeah, this is why we were in jail in our dream. We committed a crime. We committed some murders. No biggie. It happens. It happens to everyone. It's a phase. We all go through that phase. That's a coincidence. I was heading there too. Oh, I guess that explains why I haven't been able to shake each other. Either that or fate. Haha, 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 right? Both of us seemed to relax at this revelation. Then should we walk together? Instead of one of us trailing behind the other? I don't know. The latter sounds awfully tempting. Didn't get your fix after the past 10 blocks? Well, to come this far, might as well commit, right? He laughed and turned as we headed to the bookstore together. By the way, got a name I can call you? You didn't happen to pick it up at the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. It's a pretty unforgettable name. Next time I'll pay better attention to the names they call out. I'm glad you learned your lesson. It's Skimbleshanks, by the way. Nice. Name's Bond. Art! What are you trying to pick up at the sale? He's the railway cat. The cat of the railway train. Oops. Oops. Now, usually they're expensive, but this is one of the few occasions where they get discounted. Photography, is it a hobby of yours, or do you just like the books? You could say it's a hobby, but I like the books as inspiration for my own works. Wow. Works. Can we be one of those works? Sounds like you take your hobby seriously, haha. Just a little. And you, what are you eyeing for the sale? Actually, funny you should ask. Sir! I'm in the market for some photography book recommendations. It's for a friend of mine. Another coincidence. Lucky you ran into me then. Are we gonna have like a hot photography scene later? There better be like a, photograph me like, one of your OnlyFans girls, I guess. Come on, I could show you my favorites. Vaughn led us to the photography section and scanned the shelves before expertly picking out a few choice selections. Is this friend of yours into books for the pictures or tips? I think pictures. Asking for a friend. Got it, let's see. Vaughn sifted through the bunch and laid 3 medium-sized books on the table. One was a black and white still of a woman, another a blooming flower field, and the last one a looming skyscraper over a busy street. If we're talking pure aesthetics, these are some of the most underrated in my opinion. It appeared the image of the blossoming wildflowers decorating a vast field framed by towering mountaintop. A simple one-worded title in geometric text read, Keyframes. This one's pretty. As I flipped through the book, dreamy landscapes depicting majestic mountain ranges, serene starry night skies, and bubbling creek. This guy's giving us like the Adobe stock photo book, and we're just like, wow, amazing. A lot of people like landscapes. Makes sense. Appreciation for nature, the idea you can see the picture in real life, all that jazz. Yeah, I'd love to visit any of these places, especially this one. I pointed to a picture of a jail. We're gonna go Riverside. Hope we make it out there one day. In this lifetime, fat chance. Never say never. I smiled at the thought and continued going through the images. I really like this book. He seems to know what he's talking about. So have you always been a photography book connoisseur, or did that come after picking up photography? After. When I first got into photography, I just took pictures of whatever I liked. Now I try to be more thoughtful about how I approach my process. Right? It's not about what I'm capturing, it's also how I'm capturing it. What do you mean, how? Anyone can take a picture, but everyone's approach differs. The way they capture composition, lighting, colors, even the choice of subject. My style may not be the same, but I take inspiration from all types of photos. Editorial, landscape, still life. What a professional! I tried to study the elements he just discussed on the book's cover. So the subject of this picture is the flower field? And the composition, Vaughn chuckled before leaning over me. A faint, earthy smell of pine followed him. Good scent, though. Nice. Alright, I like this. Pine. Sniffers! Get your sniffers out! Landscape pictures are unique compared to editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. He pointed to the woman in the editorial photo as he illustrated his points. Our fingers brushed against each other. He smells like Chris Pine specific. Yeah, how do we know what Chris Pine smells like? This is raising additional. This is why we were in jail. We were stalking Chris Pine and sniffing him. And then we ended up in jail. Oop. Oh man, we said oop. We're Minnesotan. This is too accurate. Only Minnesotans say oop. Sorry. It's alright. You know, you're right. If he doesn't smell, like, if he doesn't specifically get, like, pine soaps and pine perfumes, like, what are you doing with your life, Chris? Come on. After returning the book to me and regaining his composure, Vaughn cleared his throat and pointed to the two books. This time he seemed more careful of accidental physical contact. Now it was intentional. See how in this photo there's just one woman in a blank background? Yeah. But in the landscape picture, the flower field is framed against the sky, clouds, and mountains. Yeah, there's more going on. We're learning so much. Exactly, that kind of background wouldn't work in this image with the woman, right? Or it wouldn't have the same effect. So that choice is what you try to study? Right. So even if you don't take the same type of pictures, analyzing the thought process can still inspire you. Looks like he puts a lot of thought into his art. How long have you been doing this? Photography? I'd say 8 years. But I've been an artist for longer. Oh, what other kinds of art did you do? I started with drawing, but painting was my main medium, until I switched to photography. Oh, he does painting! We're gonna get painted like a French girl, let's go! You haven't looked back since? I haven't gotten the chance to. Oh no, ominous thunder. Shoot! I rushed to the window where the sound of rain pelting the building mixed with rumble. I'm just imagining us just like running madly over to the window and just like smacking our face and hands up against the window. Just, the rain! No! Yeah, or sexy body painting. There you go. Get some like UV paints. Get the black lights out. Get all glowy, you know. I dragged my hand down my face, cursing the fact I didn't bring an umbrella. Oh, we lost our umbrella. Sticking your butt out, hands on the window. Exactly. Everything okay? Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna get to work in this rain. You don't have an umbrella. I have a poncho you can use. Oh man, we're gonna take his poncho and it's gonna smell like pine and we're gonna be fucking huffing this guy all day, all the way to work. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, Vaughn, I couldn't ask you to do that. You're not asking, I'm offering. Oh man, taking the reins. Ooh. I don't mind, I can always buy another one. What about you, this thunderstorm? I'll wait it out, don't worry. I think you need this more than me. He pulled out a foldable poncho and handed it to me. Thank you. The sound of the storm grew louder. Rain came down harder by the second. I'm gonna be late at this rate. In that case, I really need to get going. Sorry, Vaughn. It was nice meeting you, though. I turned, upset I couldn't get the books I wanted after all. Oh, wait. His hand grabbed my wrist, lingering there for a moment before releasing me. Sorry, I don't want to make you late, but is it cool if I give you my number? Hey, cha-ching, let's go. I know we just met, but... Oh, sure, here. I handed my phone to Vaughn. He smiled as he quickly entered his number before returning it to me. Who gives their phone to the other person to enter their number? Just tell me your number. I'm not giving you my phone. Oh my god, he's the little dog too. Oh no, this is too perfect. Peas in a pod. There we go. Nice. Now I'll actually let you go. Will you? Will you though? Will you really let me go? Hold me, Vaughn. Hold me forever. Wouldn't want you being late for work. Might be too late for that, but it's alright. Well, say sorry to your boss for me. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Bye, Vaughn. See you later. See you, Skimbleshank. God damn it. Oh. I hurried from the store, a notification from my phone from whom I could only assume was my coworker. I'm coming. Already? Skimble, we were just at the bookstore. Come on. I pulled my phone out. I saw the message was actually from Vaughn. By the way, I can get the book you were looking at. I couldn't make you do that. I'm offering. Besides, me rambling about photography is why you didn't have time to buy the books in the first place. It's the least I can do. Do you normally buy books for strangers you just met? And give them your poncho? Not normally. So I'm an exception. You could say that. Fine, I'll take you up on it. Then I can return your poncho too. I rushed to work, arriving a few minutes late, but at least not soaking wet on top of that. Or are we? And done. That is definitely Photoshop. I made the last changes needed to the business proposal and logged off for the day. Oh, this guitar. Geez, so much work. I haven't been able to catch a break. As I started through my messages, I noticed I missed one from Vaughn. No! We missed a message! Just spot your book. Let me know when you want to pick it up. Actually, just finished. Work if you're free tonight. Good to see you again already. Have you had enough of me for one? Like, the fact that our icon is this little, like, puppy dog doing a peace sign with a star, just all like, just makes this way too perfect. I'd say it's the opposite. I have plans tonight, though, so I wouldn't be able to treat you to a full-fledged date unless you're willing to wait until late. Ooh, I'll hit this address if you want to pick up today. Just let me know. I can swing by. I have time. Plus, it's Friday, so lucky for you, I have a late curfew. LOL. Definitely seems to be my lucky day. See you soon. See you soon. Rows of pictures, highlighted with fluorescent spotlights, hung from a lofty ceiling. My footsteps echoed against the smooth wooden floor as I observed the various collections on display. I slowed to a stall at the set of grayscale images. Oh man, this is art! The crowd on each platform insisted on shoving her in different directions. Each touch was uncomfortable, but purely accidental, until it wasn't. She looked at the person who bumped into her, and they were already walking away. Do I know you? She reached for him desperately as he finally collapsed on the floorboards with a weak grunt. The deal is done, he whispered. She sobbed and rushed to close the distance between them. There is a circle of life. From birth to death to decay to feeding the living. There's life beyond the rot that provides energy from new growth. Wow. Each image portrayed something different, but there was a clear theme woven in each of the pieces, a sense of fate. I guess so? That or it's like the little placards like under them or something. A chance encounter, the inevitable turn of time, the devastation of destined tragedy. My chest tightened at the collection. Skimbleshank, she made it. I turned to Vaughn, approached me with an excited grin on his face. Hey Vaughn. Should have mentioned you would be at an art exhibit. Some people would say this is a perfect date spot. Here? Well, I guess that's true, but considering this is my exhibit, it'd probably be a bit pretentious taking my date here. Your exhibit? Oh no, he's famous! Wait, this entire collection is yours? Vaughn lets out a bashful laugh as he rubs the back of his neck. Yeah. What do you think? It's beautiful. You undersold how much of a photographer you are. I felt a slight heat on my cheeks, remembering our first meeting. I asked him if he did photography as a hobby, and here he is with an entire public exhibit. In public, Vaughn! In public? At my compliment, Vaughn relaxed in relief. His eyes sparkled warmly at me. Cheek heat. Glad you like it. Come with me. I have your book. Is it okay to give it to me now? We're in public, Vaughn. Is it okay? Fine. It won't take long. Oh, man. He led me to the back door of the gallery. We entered the small studio room.
Just a second. It's right.
Oh. He emptied his satchel on one of the tables. The photography book, along with some brushes, an eraser, and a medium-sized canvas, slid out. Oh man, it's just sliding out here. Whew. On the canvas were two figures reaching for one another. It echoed the collection of the display in the exhibit. And yet something about this specific image tugged at me. What's this? Vaughn's eyes followed my gaze to the painting.
Just a piece I've been working on for a while, actually. Remember how I used to draw and paint?
Uh-huh. Then you got into photography.
Right. Well, I've always had this feeling inside of me. It's the whole reason I got into art. It's hard to describe, but it's like I'm being pulled to something, or I'm searching for it. I guess you could call it my purpose.
Damn.
I've been trying to capture it all my life.
Tingly already feeling.
For a while I thought I could, with photography, but it's never been right.
That's why it looks so similar to the photos outside? You're trying to draw the feeling?
Yeah, basically. I thought if I created it myself with my own two hands, it would stop gnawing at me.
You know, this is just like asking for like a horny pottery session where, you know, we're like, you know, we're doing the whole like stroking the pottery and it's all wet and dirty. I wasn't sure if I could relate to Vaughn's dilemma, the feeling of needing to create something but it never coming out quite right. But it sounded frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a beautiful piece, though.
It's driving me crazy. I feel like I'm so close, but it's still missing something.
Me? Do you mind if I see? He nodded and picked up the canvas. A grayscale painting where two figures seemed to be ripped from one another. It was beautiful, with a haunting sense of loss. My chest ached with near emptiness. My dick! Something about it felt familiar. Something about it reminded me of last night's dream. Oh my god!
I know, it's a more depressing piece.
No, it's not. I mean, I feel like I've lost something when I look at it, but it's not in a negative way. It just felt familiar is all. Sorry for the awkward silence. Probably not the kind of reaction an artist is looking for.
It's similar to the photographs outside, so it makes sense that it looks familiar.
You're not going to show me the art? It also reminds me of a dream I had.
What was it about?
Oh, nothing too profound. Just one of those dreams where you're in love with a random stranger. No way am I going to tell him I actually felt heartbroken over it. He's going to think I'm so dramatic. I do see what you mean, though, about it missing something.
Right. Feels like I've thought about everything, but I just don't know what it needs.
He was right. I could tell there were so many rich emotions in the piece. Devastation, heart, prison, it needs the law. It needed more. I thought back to last night's dream, how if I was actually in that position, I would give anything to be reunified with the person ripped from me. How desperately I would cling to the hope that we would be together again. I almost wanted to have a happy ending, like they'll still be together. Maybe not now, but one day. I know that goes against the whole point of the current piece, though. Oh man, we got the slow, sexy artist. With unbelievable focus, he dipped his brush in paint and leaned forward toward the painting. After a steady breath, he added a pop of color to the canvas with one smooth stroke. He continued adding small details here and there before finally leaning back. I didn't dare utter a word, afraid I'd break his concentration. Okay, that's a pretty cool piece, though. You gotta admit, that's pretty sick. It was a small touch, yet the piece felt more whole. Tragic that they were inextricably tied but were being separated. And yet endlessly romantic that the string wasn't broken. Perhaps one day they would meet again.
Like
It's cornball as all fuck, but that's a pretty cool piece of art. Like that. Yeah.
That was it. It's so simple, but I can't believe I'd never thought to tie them together. Especially with this feeling that I was being pulled to create this.
We fixed your art.
Without you?
Thank you for calling in today, sir. We did the Fix Your Art show. Now get the fuck out of here.
Still, you helped me complete it. I've been chasing this idea for years, and after one day with you, I'm starting to think fate sent you to be my muse.
Oh man, we're jumping right to muse, huh? Goddamn. All right. Oh no, not the cheesy artist pickup line.
It's a no-go, huh?
Try again. If you had the chance to change your...
I'll save myself the embarrassment, but...
Oh god. Oh yeah, I'm definitely glad I picked this one.
I'll save myself the embarrassment, but thank you. Honestly, I've been stuck on this piece for literally my entire life. Anyways, I'll stop boring you with my art nonsense. I have to wrap up the exhibit, but it should be over soon. Then the real thing begins.
Sounds good. Right? Yep. Right. Yeah, I'm so glad we're gonna help this guy get to completion. This is what we're here for. Oh, this one's nice too. Skimble shakes. Just imagining just like the breathless anime e-boy, just Skimble shakes. Oh. I'm so glad that Skimble Shanks the Railway Cat finally gets the love that he deserves. It's no problem, I've just been appreciating the pictures. You don't have to lie for my sake. I actually like your art. I never would have been able to enjoy this if it weren't for running into you. I'm glad fate sent me to be your muse. Don't remind me of that corny line. I can't believe I actually said that. Already regretting it? The little blushies! We're all from Cast of Cats. There you go, Steph. We gotta make the Cats visual novel. I hate to admit that I liked it. Wow, so you like that kind of stuff? I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Can't wait to hear all of the artist pickup lines you come up with. Don't know if I'll be able to top the Muse one. I'll try not to disappoint you. Van offered his arm to me. I took it as he led us from the exit. I'm just imagining like the fucking like e-boyed up McCavity. Oh man. Like just like one of those like super jacked e-boys, like covered in tattoos. Just absolute bad boy. Absolute fuck boy, yeah. Oh, I think you're making the exhibit out to be bigger than it was. But I do have an idea. Tonight there's a meteor. Oh man, we're watching a meteor shower together. Wanna come? Boy, do we. Ooh, yes, let's go. Oh man, we're up on the overlook. We are up on the overlook in the car. Does Van drive a van? That's the real question here.
Looks like it hasn't started.
Like, if he's not driving a van, what the fuck is he doing with his life? We exited the car. The starry night hung over us. The city spanned below us. Even without the shooting stars, it was a scene to behold. Pretty. My words faded with a yawn.
We can go.
No, it's all right. We just got here. Besides, I want to see the stars. I'm just a little tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Oh man, are we gonna cuddle? Had a bad dream.
Really? Must have been something else to make you lose sleep like that.
Would you like to have me help you lose sleep? It's weird, but I've actually gotten it a couple times, but every time I wake up just as shaken up. Flashes of the dream, the cold prison walls, the harsh guards, the desperation in my voice resurfaced, and with them the tightening in my chest returned. The details of the dream are usually hazy, but the last thing I always remember is the heartbreak I feel after. Like I've lost a part of myself. It's weird, I don't even know the other person, I can't even remember their name. But for some reason I can't forget them, the way they make me feel. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a downer. Like I said, it's just this dream I get sometimes. Haha. I swear I'm not usually this dramatic over them.
No, don't worry. That's not it. In fact, it's the opposite. I get it. I get a dream like that too. Had it since I was in high school.
Oh man! Dream connection? Really? Me too.
You've had this dream since high school too?
Crazy coincidence, huh?
That's one way of putting it. Yeah, I don't tell people about it anymore. Stopped trying after the first couple of crazy stares I got. Not sure how many other details match. But mine always
God damn it.
Prison cell.
Oh.
Someone gets yanked away from me. Your standard stuff. I mean, the dream itself is generic enough, but the loss I feel afterwards is unbelievable. It inspired that piece I showed you. The one you helped me finish today.
Like it was fate. The painting?
Yep.
The violin is back and going hard. The little like whispers in the music too are also an interesting touch. I don't know how well those come through.
Got a sharp memory, huh? That's right. The dream is the feeling I've been trying to recreate in all my pieces.
Maybe that's why I connected to so many of your pieces, and why I could help you complete the painting, and yourself. Aren't you lucky I had the same dream right before stumbling onto you today?
I told you, didn't I? Fate sent you to be my muse.
You say that to all your dates?
Have to say, this is a first.
I chuckled and shook my head. Still, to think we had the same dream, what are the chances? Wait, don't take him away. Skimbleshanks. Name will never understand what it says. We can't read that. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. Wow, that silhouette is very weirdly similar. I'm beginning to think there might be something here. You didn't happen to pick it up at the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. Next time we'll pay better attention to the names they call out. Glad you learned your lesson. Skimbleshanks, by the way. Nice. Name's Vaughn. I like how we're already having, like, memory flashbacks to, like, a couple hours ago. Do you want to hear another crazy coincidence?
More? I'm gonna start thinking you're making them up.
Well, I will say this one's harder to believe. In my dream, one of the last things I remembered was the feeling of someone's hand in my own.
The last thing you remembered was heartbreak.
The last physical thing I remember. Oh.
Got it. What about it?
When we met, I got a similar feeling.
What do you mean?
Well, I have synesthesia. When I hear people's names, I also feel physical sensations. Like the tickle of a whisper against my cheek, things like that. Do we also have heterochromia? You see, I don't pay too much attention to it. But now that I think about it, the feeling I got when you told me your name was just like the one from my dream. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. I laughed nervously. Connecting all these dots was starting to make me feel like a conspiracy theorist. Right, and then you go to work and you have, like, you know, someone at work whose name is just, like, the most grating stuff, and you just have to deal with that, like, all day long. Like, Jeff.
Coincidence or fate?
God.
You ever experienced that sensation before?
That specific one? Not that I can remember, actually. Jeff.
Do you want to hear my own crazy coincidence?
Bring the vape. They're ringing. Oh no, not you too. Oh, we got the little fuzzy lights in the background. Let's go.
I have a condition like yours.
Oh, he has it too. No.
When I touch someone for the first time, I get this feeling like deja vu.
Oh my god.
You know when you meet someone, but they feel so
Oh my
familiar, it's like you knew them in a past life?
Yes.
It's like that. With you, though, it was much more visceral.
It made me a little horny.
I felt like I'd found someone I'd been searching for.
Oh man, more memory flashbacks already. The subject of this picture is the flower field and the composition. Vaughn chuckled before leaning over me. A faint, earthy smell of pine followed him. Landscape pictures are unique compared to editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. Oh my god. Oop. We had to relive our Minnesotan coming out. Is that why he reacted like that? This is like that one time. Lois. Peter.
It sounds like another cheesy pickup line, but I swear it's more than that. In fact, I didn't want to tell you. Thought you'd get creeped out. But I can't help but feel like the universe keeps sending me these signs that I was meant to run into you.
I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side. I still want to know why we end up in prison with this guy. No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran into the guards again. But I was too slow. The cell door clanged shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them to open, but like the guards, they held no response to my cries. It kind of did. Yeah, it kind of did a little bit. Vaughn! Vaughn. Was that... Is he?
Oh, looks like the show started. At 11:11 too.
Wow, I can't believe the meteor shower started at Pepero daytime.
Make the wish of your life.
Vaughn pulled out his camera, shifting his attention to the starry paths being traced in the night sky. I tried to slow my racing heart as I focused on the meteor shower, but I couldn't stop thinking about the dream, about Vaughn. If he's the one from my dream, what does it mean? Is it just chance? Or is it something deeper? Coincidence? Or fate?
Make your wish already?
Oh, not
Better
yet.
hurry before you miss your chance.
I tried to come up with a wish, but my mind kept returning to last night's dream. Desperation to be with that person again. Yeah, they definitely just put like a snowflake background and blurred it. If Vaughn is the one for my dream, I wish that one day I'll be able to make it to the riverside from that book earlier today. With Vaughn.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to tell anyone your wish. Otherwise it won't come true.
Oops, pretend you didn't hear it
You're
then. Oh my god, this music. Oh my god, this music. Everybody get your lighters out. What about you? Did you make a wish?
Did. It's a secret though. Can't afford to jinx it.
Oh my lord. If Skimbleshanks is the one for my
The
dream.
universe always pulls us together.
Oh man. Do you think I should begin to believe that there is some truth to resurrection? Did we in our previous life woo one another, or is this just deja vu? What about reincarnation? That's something you think is real? Wait, what? Sure. Huh, interesting. What do I think? Oops. Oh, that skipped really fast. But lately I've been thinking. I hope it is. Wait, was that the entire game? Oh, you follow the string into the neck. Oh, there's more. I think. Is this different? Let's see. This is Okay, this is that scene. Okay, hold on. A dream again. Oh, man. Man, we're getting some kind of horny descriptions here. His velvet voice. The soft warmth in his eyes. That gentle touch. This mysterious stranger sometimes visits me in my dreams. Our interactions were so vivid, like they actually happened. Every time I was left with this desire to reach out to him, to grab hold of him and never let go. Afraid I'd never see him again if I didn't. But every time I tried, I was only met with a dissipating haze, like a beautiful curse I was destined to relive over and over. I burrowed my face into the pillow as if that would rub away the melancholy settling over me, and tried to fall back asleep. But the lingering effects of the dream made it impossible. Oh, what time is it? With heavy, sleep-deprived eyelids, I blinked groggily at my clock. 1:11 a.m. I shook my head and groaned, hiding once again under my blanket. Hopefully I'm not too tired at work tomorrow. I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Did I have the heart to let him sweep me away just for him to vanish as soon as the morning sun came? Why can't he be real? Please give him a warm welcome to the team. Out of all the candidates, he was the best by a mile. Oh god, is he gonna be our coworker? Okay, what was his name again? Vaughn. Heart. Tickle of someone else's fingertips brushing against mine. Got it. I'll check in with you later. I have a good feeling about the two of you. New guy, huh? Let's see what he's made of. Hopefully he's as good as everyone's making him out to be. Come in. Hey, you Skimbleshanks? That voice! I jerked toward the door. I recognized that voice anywhere, but never would I have imagined to hear it outside of my dreams! Red string. Wait! Don't take him away! Skimbleshanks. Come on! His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. I rushed to the cars, desperate to keep him by my side, but they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough course. Directly to jail. Right to jail. Why are we in jail? Like, what? Why is it jail? I need to know. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. Vaughn! He yelled something back, but our growing distance muddled his words. If I die, you we in there it is. We're in horny jail. That's exactly what it is. Sweat clung to my shirt, air entered my lungs in short bursts. My chest ached with emptiness. The feeling of loss lingered in my body. What? As I slowly came to, my breathing steadied and my heart rate slowed. I fell back into my pillow. That dream again. Why is it always about him of all people? I tried to fall asleep to no avail. Memories of the dream tugged at me until morning. Why do you look worse than usual today? Great, just what I needed. Waiting by my office door was Vaughn himself, as if he knew that was exactly what would worsen my mood. Literally shove it, Vaughn. Oh man, are we getting a little Sundara in here? For information, this is your fault. My fault? Yes, because if evidently it's not enough for you to make my life miserable here, you have to haunt me in my sleep too. You dreamt about me? It was a nightmare. Don't flatter yourself. So if you hate me a little more than usual today, you only have yourself to blame. It's not my fault you think about me so much that you dream about me. Shut up. I'm not in the mood today. It's not like I like you or anything, baka. Vaughn only whistled before disappearing into his office, which somehow annoyed me even more than if he had said anything. Oh man, this is the Sundara arc. Whatever. I entered my own office and started sorting through the mountain of emails awaiting me. But after our conversation, I only felt more hung up on last night's dream. Why am I still thinking about that? Who is texting me? Hey, what do you want? Wait, why are we the penguin now? The proposal we have coming up. Did you make those edits yet? I'll get to it. Chill out. You sure? Your calendar says otherwise. Every kind of Dara as an arc. Oh god. when do we get the murder one arc? I can't remember which one's that one. Don't snoop around my calendar. How many times have I told you not to do that? I wouldn't do it if you didn't book it up like an idiot. Yandere, that's right. I know how to get my job, Vaughn. Get off my back. Jesus, you still crabby from your dream or what? Nightmare. And you're just being annoying. I don't need you to micromanage me. I'm not micromanaging. You know what? Never mind. Not even worth it. Just do it. I don't want to have to keep waiting on you. Oh man, this is the enemies to lovers arc. We're gonna hate fuck. And it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be right here in front of the open Photoshop project. What is its problem? Does he ever not have a stick up his? Because HR's gonna get, and then we go to jail. HR jail. What a joke. I thought he would be sweet, charming, but this Vaughn was aggravating, grumpy, hard ass. The list went on. But our boss said we made a good team. And no matter how much Vaughn and I disagreed with that, here we were 2 years working on projects together. That client proposal is due at the end of this week. As much as I hate to admit it, Vaughn was waiting on me to finish the remaining pieces. But with everything else on my plate, I hadn't even got a chance to get to it. And last night's nightmare wasn't doing any favors on my productivity. Different kind of... The fact I dreamt so desperately about Vaughn... Oh god, desperately about Vaughn and them was bad enough, but the day after, how am I supposed to act around him, especially with this gnawing feeling, this unease that ate away at me as if something was about to go wrong. Oh yeah! There was nothing I could do to stop it. Oh, that reminds me. You're saying Hoya reminded me of Officer Haya in Infinity Nikki. That has been such a delightfully cozy game, I must say. He'd never let me live it down. I can do it. I know, right? It's so good. Vaughn didn't message me for the rest of the day. Well, I was able to make some progress on the client proposal if it wasn't finished like I had hoped. Nice looping keyboard tapping sound effect. You've got to be kidding me. Oh man, it's raining again. Oh, god damn it. And I didn't bring my umbrella. Oh, god damn it. I can't believe this. Of all the godforsaken things that could happen, this is just...
Talking to yourself now? You finally lose it?
Vaughn was smirking me with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. I scowled at his less than appreciated appearance. You have eyes? Do you see my umbrella? I'm sure even you can figure out why I'm mad.
You mean he didn't remind you to bring it this morning?
No, Nightmare You was busy tormenting me. Surprisingly, he didn't respond. Instead, he tilted his head as if contemplating something. What, no scathing remark about how dumb I am for forgetting my umbrella? Oh. You know, yeah.
You're unbearable today.
Because now he's a little hard to get. So now it's like, get over here, you.
The rain isn't supposed to let up at all tonight.
Great, thanks for this amazing news. I really appreciate it. In that case, pray I don't get sick and ditch you on that big project coming up. Vaughn stared at me with some mixture of pity, disgust, and frustration. Don't look at me like...
Here, get under.
Vaughn held his umbrella out and I blinked, dumbfounded. Surely I heard him
Let me
wrong.
repeat myself.
You let me walk with you?
Did I stutter? Listen, the only thing dumber than someone who forgot their umbrella before a huge thunderstorm is someone who gave themselves more work to do because they let that idiot get sick.
I did not want to get under his umbrella. So bad. But I wanted to walk through this storm without one even less. Fine, don't make this weird.
Right back at you.
You know, this already feels kind of weird with this art right now. He lifted his umbrella over both of us. There wasn't much room underneath, but it was better than the alternative. Why is he above us? As we walk down the street, what's going on here? I awkwardly shuffled next to him, the closest we'd ever been since we'd known each other. Very close. He smelled annoyingly good, like warm earthy. How short we? Our short breasts.
Good.
Well, I guess we'll find out when we start walking, won't we? He does indeed. And lashes. He's a bit of a himbo. He's a bit metro. Takes care of himself. Water immediately soaked through my sleeve, and I shifted closer to Vaughn. He seemed to stiffen. Did he now? But aside from that, absent was the snarky response I would have expected from him. Yeah, depth of bisexual panic. Absolute bisexual panic everywhere. He's not that bad to be around when he shuts himself up. Is this our, man, is this our, like, femdom arc where we're like, man, this soft boy would be so hot if he was all tied up with a gag in his mouth? The storm wind's picking up, pelting even heavier raindrops against me. Sir! My side is getting soaked. I glanced at his umbrella. He was holding it straight up, but the wind was blowing the rain at an angle. Oh my god. It just feels, this just feels like it's going that way. I think if you just, what? You need to, why does it feel so awkward to talk to him right now? Oh, we're so flustered. Is it because he's being weirdly nice?
What are you saying right now?
Let me show you. I grabbed his wrist and angled it against the direction of the wind. Cheeky! There, see? Whoa. His grasp on the handle faltered and we both fumbled and failed to grip the umbrella tighter. It clattered to the ground, exposing us to the torrent of the rain. Oh, now we're both all wet. Oh, we're gonna have to go to someone's apartment and shower and get out of these wet clothes. We bolted for a nearby awning, drenched and panting. Ooh. We caught our breath as we took a momentary reprieve from the storm. Wet cats. Skimble Shanks, the railway cat. He's out in the fucking rain. How was I supposed to know you have butterfingers? You make it a habit to grab. Oh yeah, you said that. It would have been faster for me to just show you. You weren't holding the umbrella right. He shot me a piercing glare before turning back to the rain.
My place is just one train stop away. If you need to drive there, you can.
Oh, we're going to his place. We got it. We're in. Let's go. I live further than one stop. Sitting for that long in these soaked clothes. Yeah, fine. It won't take long. Thanks.
Yeah.
He held the umbrella out. I walked towards it before he pulled it away, eyeing me warily.
No more moves from you, though.
And hold it right this time.
Oh my god.
I returned to his side, to that faint smell of pine. And together we are into Vaughn's place.
The bathroom's on the left. I'll get you a towel.
Okay, nice. Nice apartment. Very male living space. Bathroom's on the left. I'll get you a towel.
Clothes in the dryer. I have something you can wear in the meantime.
Thanks. Oh, what are we going to be wearing? What are we putting on? Is it going to smell like pine? Are we going to be huffing our shirt? I waited awkwardly at the doorway as Vaughn retrieved my towel and spare clothes. Today has been interesting. That's true. That's true. He definitely gives a shit about the design, though. And for it to happen after my nightmare last night, all of it was too unbelievable to wrap my head around. I'll just shower, and as soon as my clothes are done drying, I'll head out.
This should fit.
Vaughn returned with a fluffy towel, a clean shirt, and some baggy
Let me know
shorts.
if you need anything else. The dryer's in the closet connected to the bathroom, so just throw your stuff in there.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I cringed at my meek response and hurried to the bathroom. God, we're such a bottom. It's so weird not being mean to him. Okay, nice shower, though. I dig the glass shower door. Very cool. Very upscale, trendy bathroom design. The warm steam was welcome relief after the cold rain. As I stepped into the shower, I sighed and let my worries melt under the hot water. Inevitably, my thoughts returned to last night. Yeah, exactly. There you go. This shower is great. This is a scene. I was so heartbroken when Vaughn was taken away. Even now, I could remember the way my chest ached for him. Ugh. And the way I'd grown flustered walking by his side today. Ugh. No. We're not going to think about that right now. Not in the shower. Not while we're naked and wet and soapy. No. I turned off the water. The heat was obviously getting to my head. As I put his clothes on, the smell of pine surrounded me again. Damn, he's annoying. Why does he smell so good? Ah. Yeah, we're definitely huffing this shirt. Fresh from my shower. I stepped into Vaughn's living room, but he was nowhere to be found. Vaughn?
In here. You want anything to drink?
Damn it, he's still wearing clothes. God damn it. He brought out a bottle of beer for himself. I'll have... Yeah, whatever. We're going for the beer. Why not? I didn't know you drank.
I'm gonna be stuck with you for the next hour or so.
And here I thought we were finally starting to tolerate each other. I rolled my eyes. Though I hated to admit it, I felt more comfortable with our usual banter. Hungry for what? He turned to start dinner, but not without giving me a good glimpse of his smirk first. Great timing, stomach. But whatever he was making did smell good. Just like everything else around here. Well, I wouldn't say it out loud. I was grateful for the food. And he cooks. Sold. Eventually our meal was ready and he served us each a plate, including a side of his specialty, a shit-eating grin.
Well, eat up.
Ayo. Meeting bun, meow. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is good. This is great. I'm glad I picked this visual novel. This is wonderful. He rolled his eyes, pushing my plate closer to me.
I was kidding. Lighten up. Make sure you eat. If you get sick before the big presentation, I'm gonna hunt you down and bring you into the office, nose running and all.
You know, buddy, that feels a little primal. You're gonna hunt me down, huh? All right. Scoffed but obliged as I dug in. You're not even gonna tell me what he cooked for us? Come on, I want to know. We ate in uncomfortable silence until Vaughn spoke again.
That dream you said you had about me?
Nightmare.
What was it about?
What? Why do you care?
I don't know. I was just
Borger. Just two soft boys sharing a burger and a beer.
No, that's not what I... Fuck. Why do you always have to make things so difficult?
When have you ever given me a reason to make things easy for you?
Just answer the question. Damn.
Oh, they didn't have him say... I can't believe they didn't have him voice Skimbleshanks. Come on. That would fit with the theme. If we did the whole Lady and the Tramp spaghetti thing, that would kind of fit with the whole thread thing. You know, now it's just spaghetti threads, so... Mamma mia. That's a spicy meatball. That's an alligator. That's good. That's fucking good. That makes me sound like I'm in love with him. He'd hold that over me for as long as I live. It's embarrassing. What do I have to tell you?
Because I asked?
Spaghetti of love. What kind of reason is that?
Deal. Just tell me.
Easy for you to say. You can just listen and then make fun of me.
Make fun of you.
Yeah, this is some baka business right here. This is some sussy baka business.
Because I said so.
Yeah, right. Why do you want to know so
I don't have
bad?
to explain myself to you.
You do if you want to know what my nightmare was about. He clenched his jaw. When I refused to answer, he scoffed and rolled his eyes.
After you tell me about your nightmare. Promise?
His interest was suspicious. Too high to be due to his usual jackassery. I decided to tell him out of pure curiosity. Fine. Alright. In my nightmare, I was in some old prison cell like those musty stone ones from cheesy historical period films, and you were being taken away from me by these guards. I don't know why. I kept trying to stop them, but it was useless. When I woke up, it was like the dream had actually happened. My chest hurt. I felt like I lost someone important to me. I grew quiet, remembering the heartache before, realizing Vaughn was still listening to my story. I mean, it was a lot scarier than I'm making it sound right now. Like I got all scraped up from the stone and there was a loud clanging and it was cold. You know what? Never mind. It sounds stupid now that I say it out loud. It was just bothering me all day, and since the dream felt so real. And it was about you of all people. So there you have it. My cheeks burned at having to share such an embarrassingly intimate dream with him. Cheek heat! His silence was not helping. He's probably trying to decide which of his many annoying comebacks to make right now.
Have you ever heard about the red string of fate?
Oh boy, here we go. We're both artists, man. Of course we've heard about the red string of fate. Come on.
Yeah, that one.
What about it?
Nothing.
Nothing? Does that have to do with my nightmare? You think we're soulmates or something?
No.
No!
As if you would be my soulmate.
Fuck it. We pull together so we make our PDs. Is that what the string is tied to? Are we tied together, my friends? Interesting. Are you drunk?
Oh, please.
Well, you still didn't tell me why you wanted to know about my nightmare. Was it connected to this red string thing,
I
or?
want to tell you.
What? I gotta tell you about my nightmare.
You're gonna be an ass about it.
No, I won't. Promise.
Fine. That dream you had about me?
Nightmare.
Shut. I saw something similar when you wrestled me today.
When did we wrestle? Did we miss the wrestling scene? What do you mean saw something? Are you making fun of
When I
me?
touch someone for the first time, I get these visions, like deja vu, but stronger. It doesn't happen a lot. It's not like I meet people from my past lives often, but it does. And I know it sounds crazy, so don't even bother saying anything right now, or you will piss me off. I swear to God. Remember that dream you had about me? I saw the same thing when you manhandled me earlier. And just like you,
I'm
never
sorry,
experienced
when did we
anything that
manhandle you?
strong before. The vision was so clear, and afterwards I felt...
I'm gonna grab him by his manhandle.
Anyways, I remembered the red thread, and I thought, what if, in another life, we were separated? 2 years ago, we finally found each other again. I mean, it's stupid. You're right. Just forget I said anything.
I didn't say it was
So you think
stupid.
we're soulmates?
I definitely didn't say that. But I do think it's weird we both saw the same thing. Okay, let's just... Hypothetically, if we rolled with this idea, just for a second, you're saying in a past life we were together, but got separated for some reason. And after all these years, we found each other again because we're soulmates tied together by the red string of fate. That's why I had that dream and you had that vision.
Like that, it sounds corny.
That's how you said it. You know, if you want me to be your soulmate, you're not selling it well.
I don't want you to be my soulmate. I didn't even believe in them or think about them until now. Never mind. This was dumb. I shouldn't have even brought you up. We're probably just tired from work. And we spent so much goddamn time together. Now we're getting the same weird stress dream. Just forget it.
I wanted to forget. Oh, he didn't even know how badly I wanted to. But I couldn't. The dreams, this invisible connection to him, it pulled at me. Like strings. Like red strings. Ah.
But now,
I have synesthesia. When I hear people's names, I get this physical sensation. Sometimes it's really subtle, like sinking into a pillow after a long day. Other times it's a bit stronger. When you first told me your name, it felt like that short moment after you've held someone's hand, and you can still feel the warmth of their hand on your palm. Or like when someone's hand has been ripped from yours in a prison cell. This one time, I was walking down the street, and someone said John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and just, ah!
now you're making shit up.
I'm not making it up.
If you want to be my soulmate so bad, just ask me out like a normal person.
God, fucking kiss. Now kiss. Come on. Come on. Van tapped his finger against the table, something he did whenever he was deep in thought.
You're being serious right now? About the name thing?
Did I stutter?
Damn. This is so fucking weird. When do coincidences become fate?
Starting to feel tired from all these revelations and glanced at my phone. 2:22 a.m. My God, I need to get home. Jumped from my seat. Vaughn glanced wide-eyed at me and then the
You're
clock.
leaving?
Well, it's already past 2 and we have work tomorrow. You want me to pull an all-nighter with you talking about whether soulmates are
You
real?
can't go home now. It's dangerous.
So you're saying you want me to stay the
I
night?
don't want you to stay the night, but it's too late for you to walk home alone.
I don't want you to stay the night. I need you to stay the night. You don't have clothes for
Just wear
tomorrow.
what you wore today.
The same outfit?
Who cares? No one will even notice. We're all barely human at work anyways.
We're all just cogs in the capitalist machine, aren't we, Skimbleshanks? So true, Vaughn. So true. It is late.
It's fine. You can sleep on the couch.
Wow, no bad for your guest?
Nope. I have just the one, and it's for me. Unless you want to share.
Oh, no! You know we gotta say yes. You know we gotta say yes. Alright, let's do it.
What?
The bed. Let's share it. You offered, right?
Yeah, but...
Cheek heat! I see the cheek heat! Backing out. I didn't know the thought of sleeping with me made you so nervous.
Fine. Come on.
The tropes are all coming together, boys! Oops. He turned and stalked towards his room, not even bothering to check if I was following him. Okay, that bed was a little set, but... Aw, get out of here. Shoo. When we entered his room, he motioned towards his bed. That gesture made the idea of sleeping next to him all too real. Bro, that's just a mattress on the floor. There ain't no bed frame on that thing. Do I really want to do this? Yep. We're going all in. I slipped into his bed, trying to ignore the intense heat rising to my cheeks. Our face cheeks or our ass cheeks? Do we got a hot butt? Guess this side of the bed is mine now.
That's my side?
Not anymore. Poor Game Molos does. Oh, man. He huffed, muttering something incomprehensible under his breath before settling onto the other side of the bed. And that is like... That is not a queen-size bed, at least. Like, that is definitely... That is too small. After everything that happened today, the umbrella, the shower, the dinner, the soulmate... Yeah, that's a full. That is definitely a full. Nice Vaughn made me feel weird. He was too similar to the man from my dreams, the old ones, of the man I longed to meet. And that made me... I just need to sleep and put this entire day behind me. Right? The bedroom easel for when you wake up in the middle of the night in a mad fit of painting rage. But as I lay in Vaughn's bed, sleep eluded me. Ugh, I just want today to be over. I tried to get into a comfortable position to the best of my abilities, but that was hard. But even that was hard. What is that? Given my current hyper-awareness of Vaughn's proximity. Why is he so close to me? Is his bed just that small? Maybe this position.
Are you gonna be like that all night?
Like what?
Loud.
It's not my fault your bed is so uncomfortable. Why is it so hot in here?
My bed is fine. I didn't know I was sleeping with royalty tonight.
God, we're such a princess.
Why is it so hot in here? Just stay on your side of the bed and go to sleep.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I didn't bother responding. This could go on all night, and it was late enough as is. Night. He still hasn't finished the appendix edits I told him about. I searched his calendar. I could already hear him yelling at me for it. And his schedule's packed again. Why does he take on so much? It's been a couple of days since the weird soulmate incident, and we hadn't seen much of each other since. Soulmate. What was I thinking? I must have been drunk out of my mind to have said that out loud. I was definitely drunk if I let him sleep in my bed. It had taken forever to fall asleep that night, as if that's what I needed after getting drenched in the rain and staying up late. And why was he so close to me? Has my bed always been that small? Unless you want to share. Why did I say all that? Was it really so strange after what I'd seen when we touched? I think they're coming for me soon. Oh, we got voice acting. Here we go.
Guards were talking about it.
Already? I couldn't agree more, but I had to stay strong. My punishment was coming now, whether we wanted it to or not. Oh man, we're getting punishments in here? And I wanted to make this as painless as possible for his sake. Isn't there something we can do? Some way we can... Skills. Yes?
Remember our promise?
I do.
I'll make it happen. No matter what. I swear it.
Then, find me in the next life.
Always.
He reached for me through the bars, and I took hold of his hand. I committed it all to memory, the feel of his skin, the strength of his grip, the warmth of his touch. I'll never forget any of it.
They're coming. But don't forget, okay? No matter what.
Adrenaline coursed through my body. How was it possible to feel even more nervous? I never imagined it would be so difficult to keep it cool in my last moment. So, wait, so we both get sent to jail and executed? What did we do in this past life? Maybe I had, before I met Skimbleshanks. Could he feel my hand shaking? Hear the quiver in my voice? He was so close, and yet so far away. What I would do to bring him into my arms. But there was no use for those kinds of thoughts. All of that was impossible. And so I prayed to turn the impossible possible. If there's anyone out there, let this be my one request. Let me find him again. If you had one chance. Oh my god, that would be so funny if that was the case, Bonnie and Clyde. Is that really a past life we shared? There's no way. Every logical bone in my body rejected the possibility. But why couldn't I stop thinking about him? Still, to call him my soulmate out loud like that. My face heated up. My face heat up from the memory. That's a typo. And now Skimbleshanks has me blushing. Unbelievable. And yet, as much as I tried to forget that conversation, I noticed myself being even more distracted by him than usual. Has he eaten? He seems stressed. What meeting does he have now? Endless questions and thoughts brought on by a new hyper-awareness of him. To make matters worse, not only could I not get Skimbleshanks off my mind... right? Sorry. Game discarded. Typo discovered. What brought me to my current dilemma? When the hell is he going to finish the appendix? It's due in 2 days. Fuck it, where is he? All these questions are making me fidgety. There's nothing left to do but seek Skimbleshanks out and ask him myself. Just check by the railway, man. That's where he's at. It's been a couple days since our soulmate talk, but ever since then, Vaughn and I interacted very little with each other. The main reason being all these small projects I had to manage. Mountain of emails here, piles of documents there, endless meetings somewhere else. I had no time to myself. I'm gonna lose my mind. What made it even more stressful was the proposed deadline coming up. I still hadn't made the progress I needed on the documents. Things just keep happening. There's always some fire I need to douse. Including the one in my soul. God, it was like I could feel Khan glaring at my back. Skimbleshanks. Oh, here it comes. I got up and opened my office door before hurrying back to my desk. I already know what you're going to say. I'm going to work on it today. Mon hesitated before stepping into my office. He closed the door behind him. The deadline's coming up. If you need help... I don't need the help. I got it. Relax. Stuff just keeps coming up, so I haven't had time, but I'll do it. Just... I don't need you breathing down my neck. I don't know. I think we kind of need him breathing down our neck. See, if maybe we can just have him breathe down our neck and just like keep saying his name over again, and then just we get all the, the synesthesia woo feelings that we evidently get from Vaughn's name. There we go. This is what needs to happen. You're not asking, I'm offering, jackass. It doesn't have to be big. Or if not, it doesn't have to be big. Not he doesn't have to be big. But however long you were going to spend working on other crap, focus on the proposal instead. I'll take care of whatever you would have worked on. Why? So you can hold it over me? No thanks. So I can stop waiting on you and put my final edits in before the deadline. Oh, fine, whatever. Come here. Vaughn leaned over me, and the new proximity reminded me again of that addicting scent of pine. I pointed him to the different emails I needed to respond to, and made sure to follow up with them on whether those forms got approved. Jeez, normally people hire secretaries for this much work, Now you know why I've been taking a while. He didn't respond, simply pulling up an extra chair and starting. I turned my attention to my own stack of documents. Let's see, one of these changes we need to implement was in Appendix C. Appendix takes the longest. I tapped my pen against the table, mentally previewing the last edits of our presentation. And then there's Table 5A.
Just emailed about the new meeting time.
His help was meant to give me some breathing room. All I could think about was how much I needed his help, on how much I was drowning. My vision blurred as hot teeth breathing. No! Oh, God. Oh. God damn it. Shit, I don't want to cry in front of it. He tried to discreetly blink away the water. The subtle movement was enough to catch his attention.
You okay?
If I did, it'd be like breaking a dam. I was like covered my eyes, hoping that was enough to hide myself. Are we seriously like you serious? I half expected him to throw in his usual sharp, piercing remarks he'd love to jab me with. Man, what other things are you gonna jab us with, huh? Let's see, skimble shit. God damn it. Don't. Whatever it is you're gonna say, don't. Meow. It's just so much. And everyone acts like they're only giving me one small thing, but it piles up and piles up. And by the time I realize how much work there is, it's too late and I don't know how to break it down to share. My voice cracked and I swallowed the rest of my sentence. I didn't trust myself to continue without completely breaking down. Vaughn seemed to hesitate for reaching for my hand awkwardly. He held my hand in his, rubbing small circles along my knuckles. Strangely comforting, my sniffles started to fade. Sometimes I just wish I could leave it all behind, drop completely off the map and run away.
To where? Someplace by the river?
Yes, actually. I've always wanted to go.
Well, if you ever take the leap, take me with you.
You would come?
Beats this place. Maybe then I'd pursue my dream of being an artist.
You want to be an artist?
When I was younger, it was all I could think about.
Aren't we artists? Isn't that what we're doing with Photoshop for our work?
Parents don't approve. You go to college, you get a soul-sucking job like this.
It's never too late.
Sure. But then who will do all your work for you when you're having a good cry?
It's the first time that's happened.
Impressively, it is.
He laughed and had a few strands of his hair fell into his face. He actually looked cute. Did I really just think that about Vaughn of all people? Ah! My mind drifted back to our recent conversation. Say, do you still think we're soulmates?
I don't know.
It's hard to believe, and you don't seem like the romantic
Is that
type.
any way to talk to someone helping you?
I'm just stating
You
facts.
think we are?
You didn't even answer.
You go first. I'm still thinking.
Why, are you going to steal my answer?
Oh, please. When have I ever done that?
That's true. If there's one thing you can do, it's think for yourself.
Wow, that a compliment?
Don't let it get to your head.
Wait,
Shook my head, trying to hide the smile on my lips. Anyways, Oh yeah, we're going whole hog. You know we gotta go whole hog with these kind of games. Come on. Whether we aren't or aren't, I don't think it matters.
Why?
Because being in love, falling in love, it's about the experience. Learning about each other, finding new things to fall in love with. It's Supporting someone no matter what, doing the same for you. A relationship that's just pure and unselfish. I think soulmates are just a way to confirm that the person you're with will do all that. So I guess, even if you are my soulmate, you'll have to prove it. He laughed again and my heart fluttered. Has his laugh always sounded like that?
I don't know if I believe in soulmates, but
All the floaty circles are back.
if they existed, I think the universe would send signs. Signs like the ones they already sent to us. So maybe we're soulmates. Maybe we're not. I don't know, but
Oh man.
I do know that since the day we touched, I can't stop thinking about you.
And you know, and we got, of course, the fancy, stylish guy, like multiple rings on fingers that usually don't have rings on them.
At first I was just curious. Are you my soulmate? Are you not?
You know, I just noticed. Well, I guess we have some little. Yeah, he has a couple ear piercings
But it didn't
too.
take
Very
long for that to
stylish.
change.
The lashes, though, damn.
What's on my mind?
The
Are
eyeliner.
you in your office? How are you doing?
Those eyes be popping.
Fuck, this is embarrassing.
I wasn't the only one that felt that way. The back of my neck, the tips of my ears felt hot. Yeah, right? Great makeup game. You've been thinking about me? And not in a bad way?
As much as I want to deny it, yes.
Normally I would have retorted with something sharp, but as much as I wanted to deny it, his confession flustered me, in a good way. What happened? Just a couple of days ago we were at each other's throats, and now we're in each other's throats! So what good things have you been thinking about me?
Shut up. I give you a whole speech and you still want more? Always be with the people you like?
You want to lick all spots? I didn't say what.
Sure. I'm laying my heart out, holding your hand, and you haven't moved a muscle. What is that?
Oh, maybe I'm just not mean like you to people when they're
Like, I'll
vulnerable.
believe that after working with you for this long.
I'm not mean.
Sure.
He smirked, absentmindedly bringing the top of my hand to rest against his cheek. Cheek heat! I think all this happened because of a thunderstorm. Vaughn, if we were together in a past life, do you think this is our first time meeting since
I
then?
wouldn't know. If we have met, I don't remember.
Holding my hand isn't jarring any memories?
No, I don't know. That's not how my thing works.
Do you want to try? I leaned closer to him, and the unfamiliar pink hue on his cheek deepened. What? No skating remarks? No witty retorts? No snide comments?
Shut up.
Ooh, a classic. By now, my lips were only a breath from his. Each inhale Vaughn took brought us torturously closer together. Oh, man. Oh, we kissing. We kissing. Let's go. I paused, appreciating this new side of Vaughn's frustration before hearing him mumble.
Kiss me already.
What was that? Ask nicely.
What? No way.
You don't want us to get caught, do you? Now ask nicely. His breath hitched as he parted his lips.
Kiss me, please. No way. There's no way I can.
All right, enough with the complaining. My mouth brushed against his. He stiffened for a moment for hungrily enveloping me in a kiss of his own. We parted for a second, each of us using the opportunity to catch our breath, and he murmured,
Holy shit. You suck at kissing.
"No, Skimble! Skimble's terrible kisser!" What? Then don't kiss me. This? No, it does not. I do check for those before. I do try to check for those beforehand if it has any mention of that. I do like existing on Twitch. I pulled away from him, ready to retort. He easily shut me up with another kiss before leaning back.
You're going to say something annoying, right? You always make that face before you do.
He flashed me the same smirk he always wore when he wanted to make my life harder, among other things. But this time, I didn't find myself annoyed by it. Vaughn stared at me for a moment longer before turning his attention to my computer.
Well, hate to cut the party short, but if you don't finish your changes by the end of the day, it's my ass on the line too. So, chop chop.
Oh man, we putting asses on the
If
line.
you do well, I'll reward you later.
Yeah, let me go fire up my OnlyFans streaming account and play all the horny Steam games. You know, it was really funny because, like, I mentioned this way earlier in the stream, but originally I thought that, I don't know if you've seen that, like, date everything game. Like that visual novel game where you can, like, literally date, like, fucking everything, including inanimate objects. I thought that came out for Valentine's Day, but it doesn't come out until June. I was originally going to do that game. And so I was like, oh, fuck, I misheard when that was going to... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's, I had heard it from you mentioning that it was coming out Valentine's Day, but that wasn't the case. But yeah, I went and looked on Steam first. I was like, okay, let me go find a visual novel on Steam. And I go to Steam, and I go to the visual novel tab, and it's just smut. Just smut everywhere. Just all of it. Horniest, big titty anime babe, just everything. All of it visual novel smut. And I was like, okay, well, I can't do any of these. But I have had luck in the past on Itch. Like last year we did this visual novel from itch.io. That was the first part of a series. I didn't check and see if it had any further updates, but it was really good. It was like this kind of fantasy horror-ish. It was like a fantasy horror visual novel. Also really good. It was really great. But then I looked at like all the kind of popular lists for visual novels on itch.io, and this one came up. What was it called? Let me find what it was called here really quick. It was Touch Starved, a dark romance visual novel. That was the one I did last year for Valentine's Day. And like the 5 love interests in it are like all like monster guys or gals or, you know, they thems of some sort. And the art, it's really nice art. Very, very nice visual novel. But it's supposed to be a whole thing, but we played like we only had the demo. We only had the demo last year, and it was really good. I don't think that doesn't look like the full game's out from what I'm seeing on its page. Do you normally reward your coworkers like that?
This is a first.
Oh man, we having some office horniness. Oh boy. It's promised by the end of the day I finished making all the changes, but admittedly I've been distracted by Vaughn the entire time, something I never would have thought possible for today. Soulmates, huh? An invisible red thread connects those who are destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstance. The thread may stretch or tangle, but will never break. Would you ever want to get married? Oh boy. Chapter 3! Oh yeah? Big or small wedding? Huh, and where would you want to have it? Why am I so curious? No reason. Would you follow the string into the next life? Like, I know this game isn't super long. I wonder how many chapters there are. Ever since you ran into each other, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. Will you go out with me? Skimble safe. Oh man, we're going on a date! Vaughn, sorry, I like you, I really do. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. There was a tug in my chest as Vaughn's face fell. I think I need to focus on myself. Skimble, no, come on! Right person, wrong time and all that, you know. My lips quivered into a weak smile. Yeah, I get it. Maybe when the time is right. Until then, try not to forget about me. I could never. Vaughn stared at me for a moment longer before turning his attention to my computer. Well, hate to cut the party short, but if you don't finish your changes by the end of the day, it's my ass on the line too, so chop chop. I was disappointed. If you do well, I'll reward you later. He leaned towards me, planting a quick peck on my cheek before falling away. That shit-eating grin was back, and I pushed him. Shut up! You normally reward your coworkers like that? I have to say, this is the first. Oh man, are we time skipping again? I blinked, sunlight flooded my vision. A dream? About Vaughn? Why am I thinking about him after all the... We time skipped years again? Oh god. How funny. Is that what we would have been like if we ended up together? Clear water rushed over gleaming rocks as I groggily sipped on my drink, trying to shake off memories dredged up from that dream. It had been years since I first saw images of this place, and since then I saved all my money to settle down here. I finally... Are we gonna, like, run into him in, like, our little small town wherever we are now? Oh my god, this... Oh, man. In fact, my entire life felt like a dream. And of course, with the way the art looks, it's autumn. Of course it's autumn. In friendship, my circle was close, and my relationships deep. And years of self-love have taught me how to give myself the happiness. Did you really have to phrase it like that? I've been jerking off for years. I'm a professional. What? When it came to love, I never felt any shortage, and yet, sometimes in moments like this, I thought of that man from all those years ago. What it would be like to share these experiences with him. I have a hole that I just can't. Oh, God. If you ever thought about me, if you ever found someone else, I didn't regret my decision. Everything I'd ever done led me to this moment. And yet, what would have happened if I'd said yes? If I had 3 lives, I'd marry you in 2. The other, perhaps that life over there at Starbucks, sitting alone, writing a memoir, and maybe a novel or this poem. Friends to laugh with, and a man sometimes for a weekend to remember what skin feels like when it's alive. Okay, that's a kind of a weird way to say that. Remember what skin feels like when it's alive? That sounds a little serial killer-y of a quote. I'd walk the beach at sunrise, find perfect shell spirals, and study pockmarks water makes in the sand. I wonder sometimes I'd ever find you, Sarah. Who the fuck is Sarah Russell? That we're quoting here. Last question, I promise. Coincidence or fate? Yeah, we gotta do fate. We know how this is going. Interesting. Okay, my turn to answer a question. What? How'd you know I'd say fate? And we're back in prison. 144 days. As I touch grass, no, touch skin. As I finished etching the most recent tally on the wall, I leaned back. Have I really been a prisoner for that long? It somehow felt like I'd been in here for much shorter and longer than that, as the time simply didn't exist in this corner of the world.
444. Can't believe you've been keeping track. Don't even know how long I've been in here.
I have to. I'd lose my mind otherwise.
You might be onto something there. Sometimes I don't even know who I was before this place. My life outside these walls.
Right?
What did that look like?
Please tell us we find out what the fuck we did that landed us in prison. If you had to imagine it now, what do you want it to look like?
I think I'd want to be an artist.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Vaughn?
I'm sick of seeing gray. Everything in here. The walls, the floor, our clothes, even our goddamn food looks gray. I want to see color. Create color. Capture everything that's beautiful and bright in this world.
Damn, that's some artist shit right there.
I want...
You know, you're right. It was.
I want to capture you.
The violin is back. He wants to capture us. Ooh, okay. What was that?
Nothing.
Well, I think that's a great dream, Vaughn. You'll get it one day. I know you will.
Hey.
Hey, Skimbleshanks. Yeah?
If I ever... When I become an artist, would it be okay if I painted you?
Oh man, we're gonna get painted. We're gonna get painted. We touch skin. I think that's where I heard prison.
I never really had a dream. Not until you, so...
Oh man, he didn't have dreams until he met us. Oh boy.
To be my muse.
Cheesy.
Don't like it?
You can't see it, but I just threw up in the corner of my cell.
Is it gray?
Damn, girl, you're puke gray. I'll let you use your imagination for that one. But I'd be honored to be in your first painting. Oh, gosh. We're back to the art. A red line set against the black and white canvas. connecting two figures being ripped away. Thanks for stopping by, Steph and Ben. You guys have fun out there. It was a famous piece created hundreds of years ago. Evidently, the artist was a well-known photographer before he painted this. Wait. So, he was a photographer hundreds of years ago? When is this set? Like, photography's been around for a bit, but hundreds? A delicate red string floated before her. A singular thought blanketed any reason she had in the moment. Don't go. This is my first time seeing the painting in person, but it feels so familiar. I can see why it's famous. What a coincidence. Beside me, a handsome stranger admired the same painting. When I come here, I'm usually alone. I won't complain about little company, though. You must be a big fan if you come here that often. It's a favorite. What do you think of it? I like it. For some reason, I feel connected to the piece. The red string in particular is my favorite part. It makes me feel hopeful in a way. Or the loss and desperation, it was the feeling of hope that I held on to. I know what you mean. If you like this one, there's similar pieces in the museum, but if I'm being honest, this one will always be my favorite. Personal bias. Huh, well, I'd love to see your recommendations, especially if you come here often. It'd be my pleasure. By the way, got a name I can call you? He extended his hand to me. And yours. I took his hand and shook it. Vaughn. Come home. Oh, you know we're smooching. Come on. I ran to him, pulling him into a kiss that I was sure to show him how much I'd missed him today. Well, that's a way to greet someone. I missed you. I missed you too. How was your day? I didn't even want to talk about it. I'm guessing work was awful. Ugh. You don't know the half of it. Your coworker again? Who else? Just don't understand. He's such a prick. He's always breathing down my back, asking when I'm going to finish my section. Worry about yourself. And the way he's always looking at my calendar. It's not like he's my boss. Piss off. Yikes. Yeah, that does sound like a lot. You always do your work well, too. Wonder why he's like that. Maybe he secretly has a crush on you. Yeah, right. If he was you, maybe he'd get away with that. Maybe. I'm not too sure even I could get away with that when it comes to you. Yeah, probably not. Work's just so stressful right now. I can't wait for our vacation. Me too. Are you sure you don't want me to help with the planning? It's a lot for one person. No, I've got it all under control. Don't you worry. If you're sure. How was your day? Better than mine, I hope. It wasn't too bad. I'm still not sure what to call my exhibition, though. Showing your paintings again? Now? Aren't you just complaining about how tired you are from work? It's different. I want to help you. Alright. Let's do it over dinner, though. You haven't eaten yet, right? No, I just got home. I'll get the food ready first, then. You can relax. I know you had a long day. Well, if you insist. Go. I'll call you when it's done. With a nice cold beer waiting for you, too. Various paintings lay sprawled out on the table, a rainbow of color woven together by Vaughn's expert hand. In one, splatters of icy white speckled a gradient of steel and sky blue, like the feeling of icy cold rain against your skin. In another, a smear of iridescent aquamarine ran across a canvas of amethyst and sapphire, like the mystique of the stars as they gleamed back at you in the night sky. And still another, smooth pale cream stretched endlessly to the edges of the painting, highlighting the ridges created by bristles of the paintbrush, like an open blank page in a book. Pretty. You like? Don't I always? Have to make sure every once in a while, you know. If only I knew what to name the exhibition. Is there anything that inspired these pieces, or a message you're trying to tell the audience? I'm not sure if it was that deep with these paintings. It was almost automatic. I was reaching for colors that just felt important to me, that inspired me. Is there anything you think of when you look at them? Me? Nothing too concrete. When I look at these paintings, I get reminded of certain experiences. The blue one feels like that moment when you get caught in the middle of a rainstorm. The purple one makes me think of the stars in the night sky. And the cream one almost makes me feel like I'm reading the beginning of a new book. Huh. An art piece that feels like something when you see it. Kind of like us, isn't it? Our synesthesia. Yeah, I guess it is. Synesthesia. What if I named it that? In honor of my favorite muse. Favorite? Does that mean you have others? My bad. Only muse. He chuckled, pressing a light kiss to my forehead for leaning back on the couch. That's what I thought. I like the name. It makes me think of us, too. Synesthesia it is. See, I've been going crazy trying to find a name, and after one dinner with you, it's all figured out, just like that. What do you call that? Fate. It's like you read my mind. That's what I thought too. As I settled into the couch cushion, I decided to lay my head on his lap. Today had been so exhausting. Can I? Of course. Can I what? What are we doing on his lap? I smiled as a peaceful quiet settled over us. Vaughn absent-mindedly reached for my hand, placing our palms together. He's always liked physical touch. My hand feels so warm compared to his. I stared at our hands pressed together and relished the quiet comfort of his presence. These are my favorite moments. What are you thinking about? Me? Nothing much. Just admiring how our hands fit together. Where do you pull all these cheesy lines from? What? You asked. I didn't think you'd say something like that. You don't like it? I didn't say that. It's true. It surprised me just as much as it did him. I never thought I'd be the type to enjoy physical touch so much. The mere thought of touching someone has always seemed overwhelming, especially with my synesthesia. The way his skin felt, the way the length of his hands stretched against mine, the way the warmth of our hands feels mixed together. I could spend lifetimes trying to commit it all to memory and it still wouldn't be enough. Do you have any plans this weekend? No, just whatever you want to do. Any requests? As he mused to himself, I intertwined my fingers with his. Oh man, we're back in prison now.
I don't need to. No matter what, I know I'll always fall in love with you. Bet I'd love you even if you were a worm.
Really? Did we really have to do that? Would you love me if I was a worm?
No!
Wow. Get out right now. How did I get so lucky as to meet someone like this in my life? Rather, how did I get so unlucky as to meet him under these circumstances? Hey, Vaughn.
Yeah?
Can you promise me something?
Anything.
Skimbleshanks? No, never mind. What could it be? After everything we've talked about, what could he be hesitant to say? Getting shy on me now.
After all the secrets we've shared?
No. I don't think I should say it.
Tell me.
I shouldn't.
I want to know. Please?
Oh, here goes the violins again. Fine. It's dumb, so don't make a big deal out of it, okay? Do you think we can have a happy ending? I mean, it was just a thought I had. Saying it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I knew I shouldn't have. As soon as I said it, I regretted it. It's stupid.
Will.
What?
Actually, give me your hand.
My hand? The dim light of the torches flickered, casting dancing shadows over my arm as I reached through the gap in the cell bars towards him. Jeez, I can hardly fit through.
Sorry, just bear with me.
The familiar warmth of his hand enveloped mine. I cherished it. Him, my one respite from the cold loneliness of these cells. I pulled out my present, been waiting for the right moment to give it to him. What are you doing?
Hold on.
Ow!
Sorry.
There, that should do it.
Okay, you can have your hand back.
A dull pain throbbed at my shoulder, the result of shoving my entire body against the jagged stone wall to reach him. But that slowly ebbed away, replaced by nervousness as I listened for Skimbleshanks' reaction. A red string? On, what is...
It's supposed to be a ring. It's
Oh,
your
man.
888th day, right?
Jesus Christ, it's been another fucking 400 some odd days since the last
Top
time?
is supposed to look like an 8. Kinda. I know it's just string, but you know, not much to work with in here. If I could, I'd do it right.
Damn, he's gonna put a ring on us.
Maybe the sun's setting around us. Well, if I could do it right, I'd give you a real ring. One that shines so bright it'd make you forget everything about this place.
Oh, man.
This life has been cruel to me. And this is all I can do to the person I love.
Love?
You ask me if we have a happy ending. Right. I promise you.
Wait, Vaughn, this is... Damn, go off, violinist. Does he not like it? I know it's nothing like a real proposal, but...
Sorry. Am I doing this wrong? I don't remember much from my time outside, but I know people in love would exchange rings as symbols of vows, and I don't...
No, Vaughn, don't worry. You're not doing any of it wrong. You don't know how happy this makes me. Rings are usually silver, aren't they? I like how red this is. Silver, gray, all of that reminds me of this prison, like you said. But red will always remind me of you. I love it. I love you too. Oh! What were you saying before?
Was I saying something before?
I can't remember. I think I started blacking out when he said he loved me back. I asked you if you would have a happy ending. You were saying something before you gave me my ring. Embarrassing now, after we confess to each other?
I was saying, even if I have to fight the fates themselves, I'll make sure we have our happy ending. We're going to get out of here. We're going to see that river you call the waste tree. I'll get you a ring.
I spoke as so with a heart-fluttering feeling. It was light and exciting, and it was hope. Time jump! Vaughn? Are you okay? What? Was another memory of our past life together? Vaughn? Yeah, sorry. I just remembered something important. Oh, what is it? I stared at his ring finger, tracing my thumb across it for pressing my lips against his knuckle. I'll tell you later. Where are you taking me? Vaughn guided me forward, his hands gently resting on my shoulders. He chuckled near my ears. The sensation sent shivers down my spine.
You want me to ruin the surprise?
We've been together all these years and you're still planning surprises like this? What could it be? The sound of water running, a clean, damp smell that lingered in the air, a slight give of the dirt as if it just rained. Where were
This
we?
one's different. I've wanted to do this for a while.
A while? What do you... I gasped at the scene before me. Crystal water lapped over smooth, glistening rocks. Gold and amber leaves decorated the landscape.
This was why I wanted to plan everything. It was so hard keeping this a secret from you.
He gave my shoulders a light squeeze before joining my side. His eyes shone with
I've
excitement.
always wanted to take you here, to see this place. This was just the perfect opportunity.
Here? Really? Why?
Just been a dream of mine. You like it?
I do, but I never talked about seeing the riverside. In fact, I wasn't sure I'd ever even thought about visiting one. It was breathtaking. I felt a sense of belonging, like I was meant to be here.
There's something else I've wanted to do for a while.
He reached for something in his back pocket as he knelt down on one knee. Oh, man! Oh, my God. Gray eyes met mine as Vaughn held up a small cushioned box. Skimbleshank.
Holy shit, I'm nervous. For as long as I can remember, I've felt like I've been searching for something. But no matter where I looked, I could never find it. Like I was trying to remember something that never existed. I've always thought art was the answer. If I could just create what I was trying to find. It's only after I met you that I realized. It's you. With you, everything's brighter, warmer. Like I'm seeing the world for the first time. I want to spend the rest of my life by your side.
Skimbleshank's the railway cat. He opened the box. Inside was a golden ring and laid with gleaming rubies. Vaughn, of course I'll marry you.
Really?
Why are you so surprised?
Every time I thought about this moment, well, I never imagined this far. It's what you would actually say. Marriage with you. It almost seems too good to be true.
He slid the ring into my finger, the light of the setting sun dancing off its scarlet surface. How long has he been planning all of this? He always found a new way to sweep me off my feet. How did you know I'd like this? A ruby ring, a trip to the river. I never mentioned any of this.
Call it a gut feeling. Here, sit.
He laid out a blanket and we both settled next to each other on the padded ground. I couldn't stop admiring how the ring fit perfectly on my finger, or the way it contrasted against my complexion.
Wait, I can't believe I almost forgot.
He placed my hand in his and pulled the ring off my finger. Hey!
Just for a second. Attached to it already?
I'm not sure. Give it back to me and I'll let you know.
This will be quick.
Vaughn offered the ring back to me.
Look at the inside of the band.
Engraved on the inside of the ring was the number 8. An 8. For today's date?
That, and it's an important number to me. It's also an infinity sign. Well, you know,
God. Explain it to me.
come on. You really gonna make me say it?
I want to hear you say it. Please?
Infinity sign, because I hope that's what our love is. Infinite. Anyway.
Damn.
Put it back on you.
About time. I silently returned to admiring the ring, much to Vaughn's amusement.
Glad you like it.
I love it. In fact, I even thought about this. Sometimes it feels like you know me better than I know myself. I wouldn't be surprised if you knew me in another life. He flashed me a mischievous smile before taking in the view himself, both quietly enjoyed the scene. When I peeked at him again, his eyes had taken on a distant expression. Skimbleshanks. Yes?
What if I told you I did?
Did what?
That I did know you in another life?
As romantic as that is.
No, it's not to be romantic.
He averted his gaze with a rare look of uncertainty. Vaughn?
I'm about to tell you something, but don't think I'm weird.
Vaughn, you know you can trust me with anything. What is it?
You know how I get those visions when I first touch someone?
Yeah, like deja vu.
Remember the feeling I got when we met?
You said I felt like an old friend, like someone you'd known your
Yeah.
entire life.
And you did. But it also felt like more than that. I never told you how intense it was. But when we touched, I never felt anything like it.
When we
It was
touched,
like this
I...
rush of emotions, of falling in love, being in love, heartbreak, grief. It was like experiencing a past life together. No, not like it. I think I actually did.
Oh man. Really? Our past life. If it was anyone else, I'd brush them off. I'd call them crazy then and there. After all, what Vaughn was saying was ridiculous. Because he always listened to me, supported me, protected me, cherished me, showed me how pure and unselfish love can be. Because it was him, I wanted to believe him. You saw our past life together? What was it like?
You believe me?
Well, we were in prison. For undisclosed crimes. He lit up with relief before engulfing me in an embrace. Whoa, easy there.
You don't know how long I've been holding that in. Thought I was going to carry that to the grave.
You're so dramatic. So, tell me more about this past life. He chuckled into my shoulder before stepping
Which
away.
one? There's been so many.
I have options?
Yep. There was the first time we met. After centuries apart. In a couple lives, we hated each other before getting together.
No way.
You can be mean when you want to be.
I bet you deserved it.
You also rejected me.
I have.
It's not a big deal. I'm over it.
We've actually shared a lot of past lives together. It's like we're soulmates. I stared at the scene before us, lost in my thoughts. It sounded cheesy when I said it out loud, and yet... We got the close-up face. Being here with Vaughn, watching the flowing river, it felt
That's
right.
what I thought when we met. I have a theory, actually.
What is it?
I have no way of proving it, but I like to think that the more lives we spend together, the more I remember next time we meet.
Oh, they're romantic, I see.
I've had a long time to think about this. How many years have we been together?
I lost track at this
Well,
point.
I've had that long to theorize.
And now you're gonna dump it all on me?
Exactly. I never would have imagined you'd believe me, but you do. That's how I know we're soulmates.
Cheesy.
You said you like cheesy pickup lines.
I mean, we're Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat. We love cheese.
A long time.
We're here for the cheese. I shook my head, surprised at how naturally the conversation of past lives was going. Do you think you've ever looked for me? Do you happen to know I was your soulmate or something?
I've thought about that question too. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I have. I'm sure even if we couldn't be together, I'd wonder how you were doing. How that life was treating you. Things like that.
You ever get tired of it all?
Tired of you?
Tired of all of it? Of meeting me for the millionth time, falling in love with me, being with me, losing me.
You make it exciting.
Do you think if you knew we were soulmates but weren't together, you'd force me to be with you?
There's a dark thought.
Hypothetically. Unless you already know from your glimpses in our past
I'm
lives.
afraid I'm not that all-seeing.
Maybe that's good. You won't remember all the times I've brutally embarrassed myself in other lives.
I think I've seen enough of your embarrassing moments in this lifetime.
Oh, you!
Kidding. But let's see. Would I force you to be with me? Can't remember a time I did, and I'd like to think I never have, but who knows? Love can be dangerous.
Dangerous love, huh? Chest felt warm. I didn't know if Vaughn's words were true. Maybe I never would. But a love that transcended time, someone who would choose me over and over. The idea it would make even the most hardened skeptic a hopeless romantic. And even now, you'd still choose me?
Always.
You aren't bored of me?
Never.
So even in our next life?
By your touch, I'll always be yours.
As if to demonstrate his point, Vaughn traced his fingers over my cheeks. His gaze drifted over my features with the same unwavering devotion he always reserved. Time seemed to slow as I etched the moment into my memory. Oh, we got the floaty circles. Twilight gray of his eyes. The fucking gray eyes, man. That is some e-boy stuff. His gentle, callous touch, the earthy, comforting smell of pine. I didn't want to forget any of it. Have I ever told you how much I like the color of your eyes? Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
I've actually always hated them. Not a big fan of gray.
But they're so pretty. A specific shade of gray, like liquid silver, was one of my favorite colors. Because it reminded me of him.
If you like them so much, maybe I'll come around to it.
We leaned toward each other, pulled toward the invisible string that would forever tether us together. You know, I know holding hands was the looter option there, but we're smooching. Our lips met with an intoxicating kiss, one that somehow felt both familiar and exciting. His voice was a quiet murmur with a tenderness I'd never get tired of. It's too bad they can't have him say Skimbleshanks, because that would make it so much better. You know, I love how they have these like little quotes in between these, like at the beginning and end of these like chapters. And a lot of them are quotes from, like, who? Like, I would choose you in every lifetime. From JB. Who's JB? Oh, damn, okay. And then they give us a little bit of spicy art at the end. He's got a spine moon phase tattoo.
Shitty tattoo. He should get his money back.
Huh?
The shitty tattoo. He should get his money back.
Wow.
Red string of fate.
Oh, good. And we have a gallery of all the close-ups in case we want to just, you know, stare at them for a while. And we got all the music tracks. Well, that was a cute little visual novel.
You wanna know the visual novel? I thought I really liked it.
What?
Sorry, I can't talk very loud.
Type in the chat! I can just read it. Okay, what game? Trying to think of what games came out recently. Urban Myth Distribution. That sounds familiar. Oh, I vaguely recognize this art style. I think I remember seeing a trailer for it in some game presentation. Huh, it does look really interesting. Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming. All those who stopped by for our little annual Valentine's visual novel silliness. Let's see. Who do we got? Did I know who's on? Oh, the question is on. I'm gonna go read them. Read requests. Alright. There we go. Well, thanks for coming, y'all. And we will see you guys next time for something. Not sure exactly what. But we'll figure it out whenever that happens. And off we go. Whoosh-wah.